Ryan's Midlife Crisis Journal, day 70. Although technically it's after midnight, so it's kind of like pre-day 71, or day 71A. So, because it's pretty late, I was working on my video for Thursday. Want to get that one out. I had to do some work, but I guess what I want to talk about is I spent some time hanging out with the softball team I used to play with. I stopped playing for them in 2022, and it kind of worked out because I needed that time to like coach Little League and stuff like that in the spring. It took up a lot of time to go to my softball games. It's like a half-hour drive each way. And it just happened that, like I was mentioning before, with how bad, for example, my wife's morning sickness has been. So since the beginning of, so my wife was pregnant, got pregnant with my daughter, would have been end of 2016. She kind of would have missed softball season. So that'd be all of 2017, all of 2020 fall, or no, not 2019 fall, which is before the pandemic, and then again for all of 2022. The amount that's 3 kind of and a half seasons of company softball, if you count fall ball as a season, of me leaving her. I mean, it's not that big a deal when we didn't have any kids, but like, yeah, at least the 2019 fall and then 2022 during the season, those were brutal because for me to play, my wife would have the kids by herself. Either one challenging kid who at the time was having a lot of effort to go to bed, like a lot of effort, like put your hands on her to soothe her for an hour type of calm down and put her to bed. Or the 2 kid is like nonsense that we had to deal with before my 3rd was born, where my 2nd was, he actually said like he had pediatric sleep apnea, and was just a disaster to try and do anything sleep related. But it's like these seasons have been tainted a bit, but I ended up retiring for injury retirement because I got a bad herniated disc that led to like back pain and stuff like that, which is better, but I'm not ready to start playing softball again. Anyway, the whole point of this was, for me explaining that, was to say that I was hanging out, was doing a weave there with some friends, and I realized how little I just hang out with a group of friends. And I wonder if I did that more often, especially if I hung out with guy friends more often, if I would be less concerned with whether or not I'm doing what I feel like doing all the time, and if I would just do what I want to do. Want to do versus feel like doing. Interesting that I'm kind of distinguishing between those. Because it's true, it's like what I want to do is one personality, and what I feel like doing is another. So I gotta figure out which of my things that I want to do are what I want to do versus what I feel like doing. I was looking at possibly signing up to be a art model, like a nude figure model for a nearby university or something like that. I wonder if that's something I feel like doing or something I want to do. Because I could get paid for that too, but it'd be probably inconveniently scheduled. I wonder if my shedding of inhibitions is something I more so want to do or feel like doing. I don't know. I spent a lot of time today too trying to think through some more stuff, so I organize my thoughts, and I feel like I need to write stuff down too. I can see the benefit of doing written journals. Not that I want to stop this, but I can see the benefit. I also saw a quote today that said, like, you should be afraid of you're afraid of your potential. Most people are afraid of their potential. Unless they're, they don't have a lot of options, if they have a rough go of it. But yeah, it's definitely true to an extent, even when you're older, when you're in your late 30s like me. when you're like 60, that's when, or 50, that's when you might feel like it's started to pass you by. Anyway. All right, day 70 in the books.